I've never smoked at all. I used to drink, I don't know, back in the northeast of England where we were poor, drink was about the cheapest thing you'd have. So when I was like early teens up into my 20s, I could drink quite a lot. When I was about 16, 17, I must have smoked cannabis a bit. But again, it sounds odd, but around there at the time, it wasn't that freely available, and I couldn't really afford it at that age. So I didn't really start doing a lot of drugs until we moved to Glastonbury, home of the hippie, and I started smoking cannabis reasonably regularly then. And what regularly would be when you were hanging out with people. It became a place where, when people would say tea, coffee, cannabis, it'd be quite normal, it'd be the friendly thing to do. So when you were chilling out with people, you'd smoke a clip. I always smoke pipes, but I don't smoke tobacco. And after that, it probably wasn't until I took magic mushrooms and acid out of interest about, maybe 15, 16 years ago.
So how long after you tried cannabis was that?
Oh, years. What, 20 years. Mainly because I started studying philosophy both at university and Open University and things, and psychoactive drugs like that are a good way of experimenting with what consciousness is and what reality is. Took a bit of that, didn't really take a lot of other drugs until took ecstasy with Zooty on the beach for Fatboy Slim. I didn't run up and down the beach because I can't run very fast, but I had a great time on that. I went to take ketamine. Strangely enough, the story is that the first time I came across ketamine, I heard a lecture from this clinical psychologist who had done a study in out-of-body experience in ketamine, a guy called Carl Jansen. And I came back and told Zooty about this, and we'd already taken ecstasy and having a good time with chemicals. And she thought, oh, that sounds a bit dodgy, I've heard ketamine's bad. It was only until literally we met friends who said, oh, we've taken ketamine, that she believed them over the clinical psychiatrist, which I think is quite good. Once you start going out and buying drugs, you find other drugs exist. So there's some great ones, 2CI and 2CB, made by a guy called Shulgin, which I found out from, again, like Zooty, I've read a lot of books about drugs, even before I'd taken them. So this guy called Shulgin came up with these drugs, 2CI, 2CB, so I had to go with those. All of which you don't, I mean, people do take them recreationally, if you ask me, but I think a lot of these are things you don't take every day. You don't take it every week. Partly because I think your tolerance would grow for them, but also they affect you quite profoundly for quite a long time. So, apart from, of course, DMT, which is legendary in the psychoactive thing of the only drug where you close your eyes and you open them again and you're on a different planet, which I have taken 3 times and only worked once, which was quite profound, but I haven't done it since, and though I might do it again since, that's definitely one that you don't do just for the fun of it.